Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, the honor star apostles and elders at Great Millstone Rule Well, whom I learned from. Peace and salutation to the elect. This is Brother Barak coming at you another lesson that prayer is edifying and exhorting. All right, pretty much going to be, going into the topic of the MOTB, a little bit of chip talk this morning through the Spirit, power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Right? So, last night, hearing a little commotion outside and shit. It was the tow truck. They towing vehicles in apartments that don't have this new sticker. So I seen the car next to me had got towed. So I'm like, damn, well, I seen the sticker on this shit, wondering why, there it got snatched up. So anyways, Jake lay it back down. Next thing I hear some more commotion. So it's before they send the tow truck, they normally send like spotters through, to check the vehicle and then pretty much tag which ones they want to come get. So I was thinking I was good, but then I seen the guy out there by my truck, and he was checking it out. So I go out there and say, hey, what's going on? What's up with my truck? I got the sticker though, the sticker for the apartment I live here. So like, oh yeah, but we updated them. You got to go and get a new sticker, which I had got the email, but I thought it was just saying for those who didn't have the sticker. I misread it, and it had to be they want you to update. They want you to pretty much bring in your information again, and to update the records. And which I'm thinking like, yeah, man, that's just another way they can pretty much keep tabs on everybody, and what they're driving. And then so it made me think about the C-HIP, because pretty much, everything is pretty much paperless. Now, you got like your paperless billing, your bills come in via email, or you have these different apps that you just, pay your bills on now, right? Ain't nobody going down to Amscot anymore, to the downtown, to the business front, so on and so forth, the older ways of paying, and everything is pretty much, digital, paperless. And even, when you get the decal for the vehicle to receive that sticker, you pretty much bring in your registration and your proof of insurance, right? And even these things are digital, right? So pretty much they've been grooming the people, to pretty much get used to being digital, to not having the hard copy of things, or so to say, the physical copy, right? And we're going to get into the scriptures, just bear with me. So pretty much it had me thinking like, pretty much, yeah, man, and that's why we can go ahead and get this. I want to go into this word. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, and he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive his mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So he's pretty much, putting the grips on the people that they're going to have to receive it. These people was tripping out here early in the morning. He's putting the grips on them that these people are going to have to receive it. Say he calls us all. So we know that word mark, it goes into charagma, and then it goes into the root word of that is karox, and then it goes into graphos, right? So we know charagma, that's going to be that badge of servitude, the charagma, that's the actual device the size of a grain of rice, okay, running off of RFID technology, radio frequency technology. That's why you had these 5G towers, the IOB Internet of Body, the smart cities. All these things are already linked and gridded up. You got your smart TV that can cast with your phone, So the system is already set. The grid is already set, man. It just need for the people to receive the mark, that badge, that device, right? And they're going to make it so convenient for the people. Because something else I was thinking about was like, when you let's go into this word, the root word, you get karox. That goes into the implementing device that they're going to insert the charagma with. And then when you go even deeper to the next root word, it goes into grapho, right? And so the grapho is going to be the information, the documents that's going to be written all on this device, man. So it made me think about, well, your car insurance, your vehicle registrations, all these things are going to be written on the device. So, you know, like say you got to go down there to the office, to your apartment office, to get your tag, pretty much the parking pass to park, the parking tag, right? Hey, if somebody had this device already with the graphos, with all the information already on it, it'd be simple, because now I got my physical copies of things, so you know, Lord, when I get up there to the office and get that taken care of, right? But now it's to the point like you got to go back through your emails, you got to go on an app and you know, find these things, which is convenient if it's in your phone. But that shows you too that hey man, these chips gonna be linked to the phone as well, right? Because you got like if you got an Apple phone, you know, you got this thing on there called Apple Wallet. You know, there's so much information that people have in their phone. You know, you have your car insurance app, like I have my car insurance app on my phone, right? And then, you know, you got your email that you can go through your email and get all your personal information or whatever information that you have subscribed to your email, whether it's from the DMV or whatever. But in that time, when these people have this chip implanted in them, it's all going to be right there. They'll just go down and get a scan, and all the information pop up. So it's going to be so-called more convenient, easier, you know what I'm saying, to survive in this world. Which, when you have that chip, see, that chip is going to give you access, you know, into the NWO, because it's a new world order. The old, they're getting rid of the old order of the world. The way things are being run now, no, in order to have access into to be part of this society, you're going to have to be tagged into the grid. You're going to have that. You're going to need the mark, the charagma, which is the badge of servitude, you know, to the Antichrist, as it says, you know, in the Strong's definition, I believe, you know. But that badge of servitude, you're going to have to prove and show that you're down with the system, and that therefore is going to grant you access, right? So I was thinking about that, you know, with the device. And then also another thing too. So when I was talking to the dude, he like, well, you either got to get the vehicle off property or move it to a visitor spot until you get the parking tag when the office opens. Because mind you, this is like 2-3 in the morning. So like, all right, so I get up to go move the vehicle, but my truck, I haven't drove my truck, you know, and it's an older truck, so I haven't driven it lately. So the battery was dead. So I'm like, oh shit! But it was the spirit that I had an extra pair, not an extra pair, but I had a pair of jumper cables in the trunk. So I was able to, you know, through the spirit, you know, the Lord, he gave me the tools that I needed to keep everything in order. And that's ultimately goes back to this truth, man. We got this truth, so that way we don't be taken, man. That way, you know, Satan don't come and tow you up out of here, man. Okay. So anyway, here, man, you know, Jake jumped in and then moved the vehicles or whatnot, and I was just meditating on the mercy of the Lord. Like, he pretty much had me prepared, because I had these jumper cables for a while. You know, Jake didn't have any jumper cables. I used to need a jumper. I used to have to make a call, but the Lord set it up to the point I had the cables with me, you know. And then so now I move the vehicles, go back upstairs to lay it down. Like I said, it's like 2-3 in the morning at this point. And then you can still hear the tow truck. He's still coming through. They still out there spotting cars and, you know, pretty much getting rid of cars, taking them out, because, you know, that's how they make their money, you know, bringing hell on Jake, right? But then I was, you know, I couldn't really fall back asleep. But then, you know, through the spirit, you know, the spirit calmed me down, like, hey, man, it's nothing to worry about. You ought to move the vehicle. You ought to took the precaution. You ought to took the necessary measures to make sure that, you know, nothing can happen to you, to the vehicle. So that's another thing that the Lord showed me as well through the spirit. Hey, we got this truth, and, you know, saying this truth is our precautionary measure. This is what we do to make sure that we can endure, right? And there's rules and regulations here in Esau's kingdom. and we gotta abide by it, man. The scriptures say, Yahweh Shai said himself, render to Caesar what is Caesar's, right? But let me read verse 17. It says, Revelation 13:17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Because that's going to be the ultimate motivator for people to get the chip, the MOTB, is going to be buying and selling, you know, because here it is, water as a life-sustaining element, you have to go purchase. You have to go purchase your food, right? They got most people stuck up in apartments, right? And even those that have maybe houses, a little piece of land that they can plant at, hey, those places are going to be trodden over. Why? Because the scriptures say about invading one another for the lack of bread. So it's going to be a sore famine in the land. Hey, so if you got a garden, man, you're going to be a target. Okay? Hey, man, if you got cattle, you're going to be a target. You see? So, yeah, man, it's going to get real hot out here. But the water Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai for giving us this truth in these last days. You know, we worshiping the Lord in spirit and truth, which the world cannot receive in these last days. And this is ultimately the Lord giving us that hidden gem that can ultimately get us delivered, man. Right? So this is that precautionary measure. This is what we need. This is that insight. This is the mystery, you know what I'm saying, to be saved. Okay? This is that alert. This is the watchman, you know, because pretty much the Lord sent forth his prophets, and you as a true believer, you have to believe on the prophets. Believe on the scriptures. That's what Yahweh Shai was, you know, building his men up. See, the true disciples is going to believe the prophets. The true disciples is going to believe on the Lord as the scriptures said, right? You know? Because you can be a teacher and not be a prophet, but the point is believing in the prophets. That way Yahweh Shai was so hard, you know, on Israel when he was on the scene, because he basically was cutting them up and showing them, hey, man, y'all don't believe the prophets. Y'all don't believe what the scripture said. Y'all don't believe in Moses. Moses said that one should come after me whom you should hearken to, right? But let me get one more precept and we can close it out. Let me see how I go. Strive. I think it says strive lawfully. Yep, 2 Timothy 2:5. It says, and if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned except he strive lawfully, right? And so that's another thing about, you know, Esau, Edom. They had their rules, their regulations. The apartments got their rules and regulations, how they want the parking and bring your information in, and you know, hey, so hey, you got to abide by the rules. You got to do it lawfully, unless you'll get caught up. You'll get caught up. You know, Esau will have that access to, you know, to have his way with you, you know. So the same thing with this truth, man. We got to do things lawfully. We have to stay in order. We have to keep doctrine. We have to read, pray, study, fast. We got to stay locked into the spirit. We got to serve the Lord in truth and sincerity. That's striving lawfully. That's how we're going to get that crown, man. We're striving for the masteries. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had on that. I pray it was edifying and exhorting, you know, and you know, just paying attention to the spirit and knowing that, hey, the Lord, he gave you the tools that you need to make it, you know, for one. And also, you know, take heed to the spirit, you know, pay attention to the signs, and, you know, we just got to be on point and make sure we're doing everything lawfully and in order. And that way, you know, we can be protected, because the Lord, he gave us the rules. He showed us how he want things done, right? So with that, I'm going to close it out. I pray this was edifying and exhorting, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone Rule Well. Peace and salutation to the elect. Shalom.